from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Seminoles offense will go on the attack first. And we get a look at Usman Kroma. Big day in his last game. Over 150 yards on the ground and a score.
And he has been as advertised. You're talking about him being a star coming into the season, and through the first part of the season, he's toting the mail. He's doing it all for this squad. Last week we saw him put up big numbers. It starts and ends handing the ball to the running back, setting the tone, Jesse, for this offense.
He looks bigger and faster to me, and I wasn't sure he could be that after how good he was a season ago. But this guy spent a lot of time in the gym and out running in the offseason. And the incredible part is he's putting so much production out every single game. When the defense knows he's getting the ball each and every play, it still doesn't matter. At this point, nobody can stop him.
Down he goes.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Still on his feet at the 35. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
They'll run him again. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the...
Pulls it in on the right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Irish offense comes out. First chance we've had to see them today. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. It's Hebert. Rushes on. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. From the gun, the ground game. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
And I see what the quarterback saw. He saw man-to-man coverage on the outside. Give my guy a chance to win. But the DB won. Great job staying glued to the wide receiver, seeing the ball when it's coming, and batting it down.
They'll run the counter. Across the 25, he's got room. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Seminoles are flying down the field. Wants to throw one first. The throw. Right side, it's Lopez. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Got a man in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll run it. Nice move to pick up yardage. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28th.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Rides to the back. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
That's a really good job by this defense, because 2nd and short a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
The Irish send out the punt unit. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. First play of this drive. On the run, fires downfield. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Caught in the backfield. It's Lopez. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good to say. Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero coverage, like nobody covers him at all. And that's what they did right there. That's not good sound defense.
Got it in the middle, it's Lopez. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. First play of the period, first down here. Fresh center downs going to the air. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. And the Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Out wide right, it's Lopez. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Noles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wide receiver going in motion. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forced the 2nd down and goal.
Calls his own number. He will not get there as the defense stopped him again. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Working the ground game. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Sells to fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
They were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you've got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the gun. Oh, pressure's coming. They've got him. Great pressure on this defense.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. At the 35, he's got room. Turning on the Jets. He's at the... And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab, it's Danzy. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have. But when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman Williams. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. On the option. Now the pitch. Steamrolls his way ahead. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Croma. They put the brakes on it. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Long way to go on 2nd down. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Right side, it's Skinner. And they swarm him under.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Trying to squeak through the pile. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like, stopping the run game. Like, they continue to have success and have success now on this 3rd down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Throws quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pulls it on the option. He's into the end zone. Touchdown! Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Hebert. Fires to the middle. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Got a man. It's Miller. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Look out! Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
On the move, he fires. Wide open downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He'll swing that big leg for 3. Oh, they blocked the kick. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with the Wyoming Cowboys taking on the number 8 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Guys, I caught up with the Fighting Irish head coach coming out of the locker room at the half. They have found a lot of positive momentum here during this winning streak, but it is in jeopardy right now. He said this is the moment we have to come out and assert ourselves and be dominant to start the third quarter, gain some momentum here, and change the course of this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. 2nd and long here. To the air, it's Hebert. And that one's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Under pressure. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Irish send out the punt unit. Not a lot of room to field this one. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is.
Intentional ground.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. The penalty pushes the offense back for this 2nd down. It's inside. It's Chroma. Got room at the 35. There's some room. The 40. Inside the 30. 10. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And this offense is clear. We're not done. We got the lead, but we're going to come out in this second half, and we're going to be explosive, create some big plays, and they do. On the first drive, setting the tone, saying we are going absolutely nowhere.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here come the Irish back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Scanning the field, it's Hebert. Hauls it in.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looking for running room. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Seminole sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered. Just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. There he goes. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Some really tough running there. Gets him to the 45-yard line.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that kind of thing.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Red pass, it's complete. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Good, right down the ball. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They're working that left side. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking downfield, it's Hebert. Fires to the big fella. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Flips it out in the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Wants to throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just
trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. All of that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Checking in from the Seminole sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Got an alley. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Got his man down the middle. Turns it on in midfield. Makes the catch and he's free. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Now the toss. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back? Just leave here with a W. That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
To the air. It's Hebert. Fires to the middle. And his throw is incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Quick give. Drop immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. The screen, he can go. Still on his feet at the 45. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Trying to pick up a first down. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win.